Is it someone new?
Ah, Bioshock, with your beautifully deformed bodies and fucked up scenery. I mean, seriously, look at that. What the fuck is that? And your awfully charming music.
Somewhere
Oh, I could listen to this all day. Anyway, back to point. Hey guys, this is Madness from EmbracingTheMadness.com, bringing you a review of Bioshock. In Bioshock, you play as a guy who gets stuck in a city that's been built underwater. Now, I'm not going to spoil the intro sequence to you because, trust me, this is a sequence that you want to see on your big screen. Basically, throughout the game, you're going to be trying to get the hell out of this hellhole. Albeit a beautiful hellhole, but a hellhole nonetheless. And spending 5 minutes in Rapture, you're going to know why everyone is trying to claw their way out. Throughout the game, your main enemies in the game are basically people who are high. And not high on marijuana, they're just crack high. And here they are. Now you're gonna be asking me, Madness, how do I fight those enemies? Well, you have guns and you have plasmids. Plasmids basically give you powers. And among the many powers they give you ice to freeze your enemies. And, and then hit them with your wrench. And fire, I guess, to burn them like Charizard. And my personal favorite, electricity. Simply because I love Infamous. Go call. Cole. God, I can't believe I messed up his name. Anyways, next up, weapon upgrades, specifically plasmid upgrades. To get plasmid upgrades, you need to gather something called Atom. Now, you get the Atom from the little girl. In order to get the Atom from her, you need to defeat that big thing. His name is Big Daddy, and he basically serves as a mini-boss throughout the game. Next up are the different things I loved about the game. I love the story. It has an amazing story, despite the fact that it has a twist that you could see coming a mile away. And I love the gameplay, it's very addicting. But most importantly, I loved the atmosphere. This game has one of the best atmospheres ever. And the reason I love the atmosphere is because it doesn't really fit into any specific genre as much as it creates its own genre. Trust me, try and play this game one time late at night with the lights off and you'll see what I mean. However, this does establish a hate-love relationship towards the game. I personally love the game, but I could see the point of view of someone that doesn't, because, well, for me, I would have loved to see this game as a horror game. I mean, it really works as a horror game, and to show that, I have some scenes that show the horror side of the game.
There to sing this song. Hush now.
And little girls mutilating someone, which is ugh. Next up is what I didn't like about the game, and really there isn't much. I already mentioned the twist that you kinda could see coming, and the atmosphere, which means there's only one thing left, and that's the Vita chamber. Now I know that you can turn off the Vita chamber from the option menu, however, personally I did not know that until really near the end of the game. Now why do you have to turn off your Vita chamber? Because if you don't, then there's no price to pay if you die. There's no penalty in dying. You can just die, respawn, continue what you're doing, you don't lose anything. And that takes away from the game because Bioshock is a game built around suspense. And no consequences to dying robs you from that suspense. And here's an example, I'll show you what I mean. I'm fighting this Big Daddy, I'm really low on health, I'm really panicky, and then I die. What's gonna happen? Am I gonna lose anything? No. You just respawn and you go back to doing whatever it is you were doing. And this takes so much from the game. And that's really one of my biggest complaints about the game. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the rating for this game. As you guys know, I use two rating systems, the technical scale and the fun scale. The fun scale doesn't take anything into account, it's just basically on a scale of 1 to 10 how much fun the game was to play. Now, on the technical scale, this game is 9.1. That's the score. Now to the fun scale. As I said before, the fun scale doesn't take anything into account. This is just an arbitrary number on how much fun I had when I played the game. On the fun scale, this game is a 9 out of 10. I played this game both on the PS3 and PC, and they both ran beautifully. And since this game is made using the Unreal Engine, I would imagine that it would run just as beautifully on the Xbox 360 as well. Alright, that's my review. Please subscribe, comment, and like the video if you liked it, and see you guys in another video.